Classic League Podcast time! Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 335 of the Classic Elite Podcast. My name is Scott. The Truffle Shuffle over there is Kevin. What's going on, man? How you doing?
That took a lot out of me. I'm out of breath from that little Truffle Shuffle.
Is that a Simpsons shirt that you got on? Just based on the font? All I can see is the font.
Zelda.
Oh, okay, nice.
It makes no sense. It says, "Don't make me go Zelda on you."
I love that.
And then it has like the items. It was a swag shirt when I worked at Best Buy.
That's funny. Like it wasn't intentional. It looks like it's ironically dumb. Like it's self-aware. Like
I don't. Game shirts are pretty dumb.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Yeah. Because I told you about that Donkey Kong one that I have that says started from the bottom. I unfolded it incorrectly.
I think it sounds familiar. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, the gamer shirts are really silly.
My friend posted on Twitter today a photo of him in just the most amazing outfit from when he was a little kid, and he had these like wild shirts or shorts on, and I don't know. He had to probably would have been, I would have guessed, like 87, maybe 88,
okay,
something like that. But he had it would have been maybe 88, 89, because he had a Bart Simpson shirt on, and Bart was like
nice.
surfing, and it was upside down. And okay, so he showed only himself in this photo, and clearly like a man cropped out of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, then he followed up, and it's fucking Bill Laimbeer from the Detroit Pistons, and him as a kid.
I don't know who that is, but it sounds like some famous guy.
He was a famous basketball player.
You want to focus on the shirt, right?
Yeah, and what a weird, like, clearly all he doesn't give a fuck about Bill Laimbeer either, because he just wanted to show off his awesome outfit. He's Michael Myers on Twitter. What the fuck's his? I forget his screen name or his username.
Speaking of shirts, I saw. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'll look up his screen name.
Yeah, I saw a shirt that I was like, well, I want that. It was a Korn. Remember the band Korn?
Yes.
But spelled with a C. I'm like, brilliant. The
Okay.
same font and everything.
That is.
I'm like, that's dope. I need that.
Follow me, Michael Myers, MYEMEYERS.
It's not the same Michael Myers.
It's me, Michael Myers on Twitter. He's funny.
But it's a friend of yours?
Yes, it's my buddy.
His name is actually Michael Myers?
Yes, and he actually is a stand-up comic too in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
So
good for him.
Yeah, but go to his Twitter handle to see the picture of him and Bill Laimbeer. I'm assuming at the country
Kevin sent ya. He's like, who the fuck is Kevin?
He might know. No, he wouldn't know.
No.
He's listened to the show a couple times before. Mike's a good guy.
Oh, cool.
So anyways, Kevin, we're a video game podcast, so we'll talk about video games here in a second. We've been a little sporadic lately. My work schedule has been brutal, so I'm happy.
Not mine. I'm just like, hey, man, happy to join the podcast team. Let's do this. Can we record next week? All right, next week it is.
Sorry.
And the next week. Oh, can we record the week after again? I'm busy.
All right, make me feel bad. I'm working 2 jobs. Piss off.
I'm just joking. I've had 6 years to recuperate my podcasting, so I'm good.
It's true. I've got some bye weeks stored up. So, but it's been a few weeks since we've recorded it. I have gotten like really into a game though, so I'm excited to talk about what I've been playing. It's not going to be a long discussion, but it's a phenomenal game so far. But before we do jump into our video game news and all that kind of stuff, Kevin, you do have some updates.
First off,
don't get your hopes up, folks. These are maybe a little somber.
This one's my Metroid is still there.
Your Metroid?
Metroid.
No! Oh no!
It's better. It's not I don't have as much itch butt, but it is still there. I was reading the show notes and I thought it said cat in the oven because I forgot what I wrote, but cat is definitely not in the oven. My cat is not coming back. So remember I've been going out like every night looking for this ghost cat, which I wasn't sure. So I was there one night and I was like across the alleyway, and then like a woman like parked her car in front of the house of the dude I've been talking with but never actually met, and she goes, "You're looking for your cat, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like, "Hey, thank you." Like, I'm weird. She's like, "You can hang out in the alleyway, like in our driveway if you want." I go, no. Your brother, I'm guessing, I already said I could, but I don't want to. He's already doing me a big favor by sending me screenshots of the cat. And she's like, no, go ahead. I'm like, okay. appreciate it. And he came outside. He's like, nice to meet you. I'm like, nice to meet you. Finally, thank you so much for your help. Yada yada. So I put the cat food. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna sit. What I want to know is if the cat shows up and what he sees in the video, so I can like be like, this cat that I just saw and the one that you just saw in the video is not my cat. So I stood in his driveway, and then the cat shows up, and I was like, I'm like, keep your cool, keep you cool. Actually, what actually happened was pickles, 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 pickles. Like I thought it was him. And then the guy comes out of the house, goes, Kevin, I just saw him on the video. And I'm like, fuck, that wasn't him. That's who I've been chasing for like 2 months, was this cat that looks like mine, but is not.
That sucks.
And I was like, oh, well, at least I know now, so I can stop doing this, because it sucks being out here like at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
When I just want to stay at home and like play video games. So I have officially given up going out looking for my cat, because it's been 3 months of me walking the streets going pickles with like cat food and shit. And people are like, are you looking for someone? And I'm like, it's my fucking cat. But hey, I've heard stories of cats coming back home after like 7 months, after years. So I don't know. It sucks. But at least I got my new oven that will be coming in. That was supposed to be coming in at the end of January, which they called me yesterday and told me it's not. It's coming in at the end of February. So I still don't have it in
February to let you know that it's not coming in January. How considerate of them.
Yeah, I was like, thanks. That's great. I thought I was going to be here last week. And one more thing. I called Air Canada, which is my plane stuff in Canada, to get a refund for my flight that they canceled last year. Have I said that already on the podcast?
No,
probably have, right?
No. I remember you had a trip to like Greece or something that got
canceled. I had a
canceled.
wedding to go to last year.
God, that was a long ass time ago. That feels like decades ago.
I know.
That wasn't even a year.
I know. And I haven't been on a trip or vacation in like 20 years, when I was like a teenager. So we had these plane tickets ready to go to Greece, and then fucking coronavirus came at full force, and the Air Center Canada place canceled my flight. And I was like, well, that's fair, it's a pandemic, I get it. And they're like, oh, by the way, you're not getting your money back. And I'm like, oh no, excuse me, that was $1,400. I would like my money back. And so I've been harassing them on Twitter and stuff like that. And then I finally called, and because I couldn't, I looked it up today on the website, my booking, here's my information. It's like, your booking no longer exists. I'm like, at least give me a credit, which is what they said they were going to do, but I don't want a credit. I want my money back.
Yeah.
Because the person got married already. So there's no wedding to go to anymore. Anyways, so, no money, no oven, no cat.
But you got video games.
Yes, I have video games.
I didn't realize it was just going to be such a dark turn. How about you drink half that beer?
I am drinking a Blanche de Chamblay. It's a Belgium-style white beer.
Awesome. Sounds tasty. I should have grabbed a beer for this evening.
It's like your catchphrase. Like that's when the audience goes, woo!
Oh yeah, I should have grabbed a beer.
every week. I should have grabbed a drink.
It's catchphrases. I guess I've been like on the forefront of my mind too. With dinosaurs showing up on Disney Plus, I've been flooded with people doing videos on dinosaurs on YouTube and whatnot.
That was a wicked show. It was on Netflix, and then they took it off. Now I know why, but I watched like 3 episodes, and I was like, still pretty. It holds up.
I liked it a lot. It does hold up quite well.
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot as a kid too.
Me too.
I can see why my parents didn't mind watching it, because it's definitely that contemporary adult references and humor in it. It's pretty good. So, outside of bad luck and bad news, have you watched anything fun? Any videos you did, movies or shows or anything?
I watched War of the Planet of the Apes. That was pretty rad.
Which is that the third one?
The third one.
I like all 3 of those a lot.
They're amazing. They're fucking awesome movies.
Yeah, it's like a low key, incredible trilogy. I think I like 2 the best.
2 was good.
Where they start to like get the guns and they're in the I don't know. It's
the only movie where my wife and I both were like, this is good. Like we agree and we enjoy this together, right? Because that's the movie when we watched the first one when she was pregnant. So we wanted to go watch.
I thought you hated that. I thought you were one of the ones that the monkeys were too real and it like tripped you out.
No. I liked it. Yeah, no, I've always enjoyed it. It's funny because when movies are so my wife's thing that she kept pointing out was like they keep sign languaging to Caesar when they're behind him. because the subtitle. I watched it on Cody, so like a lot of it was like, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ooh." And she's like, "Are we supposed to be understanding what they're saying?" I'm like, "No, it's part of the part of the life, part of the story. You're not supposed to understand them, right?" And then like a scene for 10 minutes, and I'm like, "Okay, maybe we're supposed to know what's
Like they definitely
each
talk a
other."
lot. There's very big character development.
So I had to find like how to do subtitles for Cody or whatever, and then I found I'm like, oh, okay, so they are speaking. And someone on the comments said like, if a monkey can figure it out, so can you. 'Cause they're both... And I also saw this thing on Twitter where it shows someone else watching like Lord of the Rings on Cody clearly, and they did the same subtitle thing I did. You'd like download open subtitles, and it's like him speaking to it was what's the guy's name? Frodo.
Yeah. Well, that's our character, yes.
Yeah, so there's Sam, which is the main character, and Frodo's his buddy, right?
No, Sam is the buddy, and Frodo's the main one. Frodo
Okay,
is
so
Elijah Wood, and Sam Wise
okay,
is Austin.
so Frodo looks at Sam, and the subtitle says, "Sam, I can't wait to hear what you have to say," or something like that. And Sam looks at Frodo and says, "VPN download." It's the end of the movie. What is that advertising?
That's funny.
Oh, I was like, well done. Anyways, yeah, the Planet of the Apes movies are good, and they kind of tie into the original Planet of the Apes, which I did like. Or the first three, there's like 7 of them, right? There's like Beneath the Planet of the Apes, and of course I watched the original Planet of the Apes because of The Simpsons. You know, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius.
Yeah, yes, I know all the Simpsons references. Yes.
Anyway, so I watched the original, but yeah, it's cool how they tie in. Like the girl Nova doesn't speak, and I'm like, oh, Nova from the fucking original Planet of the Apes. She's older. Oh, Cornelius, his son. That's also from. Yeah, that was cool. I like when movies do that. I'm like, yeah, connection. But yeah, other than that, I've been. Oh fuck yeah! Actually, speaking of which, I finished the Walking Dead comic for the first time.
Nice.
Because after playing the Walking Dead game, I was like, man, I gotta catch up on that comics, and I read it. I read the whole thing, and it's like the end. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, fuck you too then. I didn't know that we're just ending there. I didn't know it was gonna end. I thought it just kept on going. And I looked it up, and yeah, Robert Kirkman was like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I wanted to make 300 comics, and I ran out of ideas of 190, and I just had to end it before it became stale. I'm like, respect that. It was a beautiful ending. I was like, but just I read that, and yeah, it was well done. I wanted to watch the show again because I'm like, I'm in a Walking Dead phase. But we spoke about how like we both stopped watching The Walking Dead at the same like time with Negan.
Yeah.
But there's like 10 seasons, and I'm like, I remember what happened, and I feel like I have to finish it. But at the same time, I heard Rick died, but they did a time lapse episode. So how the fuck that make sense? So Rick's dead in the show apparently.
Okay.
But there was an episode when it showed him balding and like with a cane, just like in the comics. Yeah, something doesn't hold up. So it doesn't make any like you can't do a future episode and then have him die in the he's clearly not dead, or is he? I don't know. Okay, I should probably watch the show. I guess. Other than that, that's all I've been really watching and doing. Any free time I had was with Binding of Isaac, and I'll get to that at the end.
Good deal.
What about you?
Work.
Nice. You're a man now.
I suppose.
Now you just work, fucking work.
That's about it.
Work some more.
That's about it. And pretend I'm gonna go get some good sleep, but I never do.
I've been going to bed late every night. Fucking Binding of Isaac.
Well, I guess we could talk about. Are there any new games that we wanted to mention? Oh, I guess there's a news item that's not here that didn't show up on your radar that I want to get to. Try to remember to ask me about college football. Oh,
college football. Ooh.
Habraxia 2 came out. That's right. I did buy that game today.
Who? What, CB?
Habraxia 2, game journalist, podcaster Colin Moriarty. It's his second game that he's produced.
Okay.
I like that
cool.
Breaker game that he did.
Yeah.
This one's getting better reviews. Looks like Metacritic scores an 80 of it. I played 80. A little bit of it. It's like a Gradius type of shooter.
Those games, I love them.
It incorporates the music's better in this one so far. The little bit that I tried, but it's interesting. It almost adds a dual stick shooter element to a side-scrolling shooter. So the right joystick on the Vita, you can like change the direction like in a dual stick shooter, shooting like up and down. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like,
Yeah.
so instead of shooting just straight to the right, you can use your right joystick to like go up and down like you would with a dual stick.
Huh.
Or you can shoot straight on. So far, it seems pretty cool. So his last game I think was getting 60s on Metacritic. This one's doing pretty good, so that's neat.
What do you have? What do you have this for?
It's cross-buy on PlayStation 4 and Vita, Switch, and I think it's on Xbox One and One.
Sorry, what was that second one? PlayStation 4 and what?
Vita, cross-buy.
They're still making games for that thing. Good for
Well,
that.
one of the inside jokes in his whole like little podcasting community is, and going back to when he still worked with those IGN guys, it kind of funny. They had this thing called Vita Island, and they were like joking that they're the only ones that play it, but it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So one of his things is, while he ever can, if he's releasing video games, is he will put it out on Vita.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's a little bit of a meme, but also kind of cool. But it's also cross-buy. The Yakuza Remastered Collection came out for Xbox
That's
One.
what I was looking at. Yeah, it's remastered. It's 3, 4, and 5.
Oh.
Where the hell's 1, 2, and 3? I'm guessing there's another collection. This is that one game that I'm like, I really want to get into it, but there's like 7 games, and
I think their creative director just got hired by Sega too, to be like a creative lead or something, which is pretty neat. The biggest game for me, Cyber Shadow. That's what I've been playing. I'll talk about that.
Cyber Shadow.
We've been our podcast account has been following Mecha Skull on Twitter forever. I saw it must have been Yacht Club Games or somebody retweeted this eons ago. I've been keeping an eye out for this game forever, and it finally came out, and it's good. It's like Ninja Gaiden, just straight up, like, but with the modern,
2D?
Yeah, like pixel art and all that.
Oh,
amazing
shit,
music.
son.
Soundtrack is 10 out of 10. But it has modern updates, so it's kind of like Celeste in a way where you have instant respawns and whatnot.
Nice.
So, it is fucking hard.
Well, Ninja Gaiden was fucking hard too, right?
Yeah. I'm on chapter 8, and I think there's 10, and I'm like to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm capable of.
Is it frustratingly hard, or is it like I fucked up?
It's always I fucked up, but well, not
Okay,
always.
that's good.
But the dash mechanic that they rely on a lot, I don't like. I want it to be Super Meat Boy, and it's not. And my brain just does not allow me to work.
That's okay.
Like,
Super Meat Boy isn't even Super Meat Boy. I just wanted to be Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. But man, Cyber Shadow is fucking good.
I looked up that other game that you played last time. Code something.
Something core.
Something, yeah, I don't. I was like, oh, let me check it out and see if it's available on Switch. It's like $30. $30. I know out there somewhere it's free on Game Pass, and I can't get myself to buy it because one day I will have an Xbox again.
Cybercore. What the hell is that game called? Code. Oh my god. Well, I fell off of that game. I found it like started to open up a little bit too much, and I was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's too much dialogue happening.
I hate when games do that. Like,
Well-
hi, welcome to the hub. The
It's like,
hub.
no,
Just tell me where to go.
No. I did that with Destiny. I'm like, you know what? I want Halo. Just like fucking. Don't give me a waypoint at all. Just cutscene, monster closet, cutscene, monster closet. Let's go.
That's the same thing with Lego Marvel Avengers when I bought it. I was like, straightforward Lego game, fun. And then all of a sudden it's like the open world. You get to choose your hero. You get to travel. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? just get me to the net. Like you choose the characters for me.
Yeah.
And I'll play the game. Now I'm Spider-Man going to like, what am I doing? Like I don't. And I stopped. I just dropped off. I'm like, I can't. There's too much. There's so many things happening. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that shit. Just tell me. I'm not a kid anymore.
I'm not learning anything. Okay, either tell me what to do or I'm out.
And the arrows are all over. There's like 20. I'm like, well, this one's the shop. This one's I don't know. Forget it.
Game Pass is cool. I did. I went on eBay. This is really gonna drive you crazy. I went on eBay and bought some Game Pass cards off of somebody. They showed up in they were sketchy, man. They're printed on like HP photo paper, but they had like real scratch offs on them. So I don't know if like some guy like got codes and then printed them on a card and like made his own cards or whatever. I don't know, but they worked. And it comes out to $10 a month for the next year for me to have Games Pass.
Oh, nice.
So, and that's the ultimate one, the PC and the $10 a month is like normally it retails at $15 a month. God, what a great deal!
You heard what Xbox did earlier? I didn't put it in the news.
Oh yeah, the games with gold announcement, and like a day later they were like
$120 a year. Like everyone knew what they were doing. They're like, obviously you want to still all go on Game Pass. But then like everyone's like, what the hell is this shit? 120 a year. I didn't even know their free to play games required Xbox Gold. That's
that's where the real rub comes. Is that like, so you're saying that someone has to pay $120 a year to play Fortnite on Xbox?
Yeah, or Rocket League
or Rocket League or anything like that doesn't make any sense.
And then the next day they're like, we fucked up.
Yeah,
probably shouldn't have done that. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have. So
but it's not like they implemented it. You know what I mean? Like they should get credit for at least taking a bad decision away quickly. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just it was a bad decision to make.
But they did. It was bad. Yeah.
Like it was like saying the N word and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that." I'm like, you still fucking did it. Could have not done it.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but I see your point.
It's like murdering someone.
I take it back. You know, you still pillage that family. So, anyways, yeah. So those are some new games to check out. I suppose. So what I wanted to talk about was in the news. So let's move on and talk about the news.
Are you wearing a kimono?
A kimono?
What are you wearing?
Oh, it's a jacket.
I thought it was like halfway through because I saw like the collar.
Oh no, it's my new giant bomb jacket. I got a giant bomb jumper. Oops, I'm all turned around. See, GB.
Like, it's a
coat.
Ghostbusters, right on. Nice.
I like it. It's nice. The pants though fucking suck. I think they were made for. It's a jumper, like a full on jumpsuit, like an Adidas jumpsuit, like a tracksuit. Nice. It's funny, but the pants are all weird. They're made for someone with a really big butt and really short legs, and I have.
They know who their listeners are.
Well, no, like it feels like they want me to wear the waist above my belly button. Like I'm a overweight chemistry teacher.
Well, again, they know who the listeners are.
That's true.
That's good for them. Yeah, I thought it was a kimono from
no, sorry. But I wanted to say something in the news.
News about kimonos. I ruined everything.
Damn it!
Loudly.
It was something that I forgot to put down in the notes. That's not that important, but I guess maybe it'll come to me.
You just had it. You're like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. Is that a kimono here? Completely forgot about it.
It'll somehow it'll come to me.
Oh my god! Sorry. My Hannah just came downstairs. I didn't know she was next to me. Go to the bathroom. Don't go. Hold it.
All right.
That was terrifying. Sorry.
What the hell was in the news that I wanted to mention? It was like not a big deal, but all right. Well,
you're so like I have something to say in the news. But we are now in
the news. We did that. The song's playing. I've already wasted the whole song, so it's okay. The first bit of news that is this week is some games are coming to PlayStation Plus. Ooh, some really good games.
Right? I was very surprised to see 2 out of 3.
I don't know what Destruction All Stars is. Do you?
Yes, no idea. That's the 3 that I didn't know of. It looked like a racing car mayhem kind of game, like Twisted Metal-ish, but not Twisted Metal, which is cool because we haven't had one of those in a long time. But it's for PS5, only for PS5, I believe.
Yes.
Did I? Okay.
Yep. You're right. Then Control Ultimate Edition. That's amazing.
Yeah, that was like one of those games that everyone's like, you should try, and I was like, okay, and I never did, but now I can, and I probably won't still because
I've
I have a lot.
I've been waiting for the Ultimate Edition to come out because it's gonna have ray tracing, and the Series S that I have supports ray tracing, but it's not gonna be able to handle this game, so it's not. The ray tracing is not supported in this game, so I am finally going to get around to playing this game, but I'm not going to have the ray tracing, unfortunately.
It looks rad.
Oh, it looks
Control.
incredible.
So
I guess it's like
yeah,
mind bendy. Like if you're really into, I don't know, like parallel universe kind of quantum stuff. I think some of that
I'll
definitely
check
uses
it
some more.
out. I mean, I only have 400 games in my backlog, but I'll definitely check this one out.
I'm
My
curious
God,
to
I've
see
been
what Dustin thinks because it's Remedy and he really loves Max Payne and Alan Wake. I'll be curious if
yeah,
he tried this out or not.
yeah. And then the next game they have is Concrete Genie, which is another game I wanted to check out.
It sounds
They
familiar, but I
all
don't think I know what it is.
yeah, it came out last year, I want to say, or I could be lying. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I've been wanting to play it for a while, but I'm like,
Pick up a
one
magic
day.
paintbrush and return to the polluted town of Denska. Oh, in return, the polluted town of Denska to its former bright and bustling seaside self. In this touching and multi-award winning action adventure. Cleanse the
Yeah,
streets and alleyways using your live paintbrush to create mischievous genies whose magical powers will aid you in overcoming puzzles and seeing off bullies who pursue you. Sounds like
it's just a
Epic
fun.
Mickey, but good, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, hey, hold on. Epic Mickey was rad. Epic Mickey 2 was even better. I'm not joking. This is not hyperbole.
Epic Mickey
Hyperbole.
2 was rage-inducingly terrible. What are you talking about? It was an awful,
Epic Mickey 2 was on the Wii?
terrible.
You're
I was excited.
I'm out. I'm gonna get
I was disappointed in 1 and hated 2. If I remember, I didn't like either of them.
Oh, I like both of them.
You're
That's
crazy.
where I first noticed that Mickey Mouse ears, no matter where he's facing, is always towards the camera. It's fucked. You can't unsee it. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
His ears are like this,
they're
and he's looking
always, they're
sideways.
always, they're always, no matter where
Face
he's
the camera.
looking. Yeah.
It's fucked up, and no one talks about that enough. I put it
Oh,
on Twitter. I'm like, look how fucked up this is. He's looking sideways, and his ears are like mohawks. It makes
yeah, but it
no
makes
sense.
it. But it's always the silhouette's correct. All the silhouette of Mickey Mouse is always there. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
and that's what Matt Groening said. Like how you make a character you remember is if you can see it in silhouette and you recognize the characters.
Yeah,
And I'm like, that's true, but still fucked up.
it is weird. So that's
Wrong.
an awesome
Wrong.
haul for PS Plus this week. So make
Yes,
sure
it
to
is.
February or this month go get your stuff if you have PS Plus. Games with gold for Xbox 360.
Is
Shit, there's some
Resident
great
Evil.
games on Games with Gold.
Yeah, son.
Wow.
Resident Evil remake from February 1st to 28th is free or included. Dandara. Am I saying that wrong?
I
Uh,
don't know.
Trials of Fear Edition, which is the game I bought not once but twice. Twice too, and I haven't played either one. I have it on my phone and on the Switch, but it's one of those games that I was talking about just a minute ago on the 400 backlog. That's one of them. That's going to be free on Xbox Gold. On the original Xbox for Xbox One, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb and Lost Planet 2. Man, I'm getting old. I can't read shit. Is backwards compatible games. And the big one, Gears 5, or as some people call it, Girls of War. Those people are sexist pigs. Pigs, I say.
Maybe they're a little funny. There is a main girl.
I know.
She's
That's what I
good.
call it, girls.
Gears
That's
5
rad.
is, well, I can only comment on the campaign. If you like Gears Monster Closets, play it. It is fun. There's a small open world. You kind of drive around in a sweet boat.
Is there a hub?
This is
Oh,
acceptable. This is
jeez.
acceptable. This is not,
I'm
no,
out.
this is, hey, this is, you don't have to go there.
Welcome to the game. Oh, I don't want to do this. Just say like,
Um,
revive me. That's all I need.
no, I guess I'm mixing up a little bit maybe with the structure of the way God of War was. I still don't quite remember. I just played the Gears 5 expansion, that Hive Busters.
Yeah.
Gears 5 is fun. It's beautiful. So I would recommend it. Please play it.
Those are the games that I actually played and had to play with a friend. Like my buddy would come over and we'd like local couch it,
Hell yeah.
and we played all three. And it was fun as shit. It was just like fun. We had like to stop and like play with each other, like our penises. No, like you knew I was going there, because this is when we had lived at home and had nothing but free time. He'd come over like every day and we just play Gears 1. And the reason why I wanted to play Gears 1 was the commercial was so goddamn sad, and I'm like, all around me is familiar faces. And I played the game. I'm like, this is nothing like the commercial.
The
Bad
local
World.
co-op of that is really fun. Like playing with a buddy on the couch is awesome.
Yeah, it was
I
great.
played all the way through Gears 2 that way. It's awesome.
Yeah, we even played Gears of War Judgment or whatever the fuck that prequel one was.
Oh yeah.
And we played that too in co-op. It's great.
Very cool. So yeah, excellent games right now for both PlayStation and Xbox
Well done.
Live or Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, there's lots of good shit in there too. God damn it! What did I want to talk about, Kevin? What was that?
I don't know. I should have asked you about your kimono.
Roger Craig Smith retired from voice acting. He was the voice of Sonic.
So I saw this because I saw his Twitter tweet going like, "Well, it's been a good 10 years," and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Click. You're Sonic? Oh, like in the shows or in the game or just Sonic's voice? Because my Sonic is and forever will be what's his face?
Jaleel White.
That's the guy. Or it'll be the dude from Parks and Rec. What's his name? Also Jaleel White. No, the guy from the Sonic movie.
Yeah. The skinny dude is Aziz Ansari's buddy. What the heck's his name?
Ben Landis?
Oh, no, that's our guy.
That's our guy.
No, like Ben Schwartz or something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess he did the voice of Sonic in the show or the games. I can't tell.
The movie.
No, sorry. The guy who's retiring as Sonic voice.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm asking. Does he do the shows or the movie? Oh, okay.
We are really good at communicating. Roger Craig Smith has been an integral part of Sega family. He brought the voice of Sonic to life. So I'm guessing the cartoon? That's not Jaleel White? Or the game? I don't know. Look. Sonic 06, I'm going to guess. Nice fart. I'm going to guess it was Sonic 06.
How'd you know?
Because you moved over. Because you went like that. You muted yourself and then you...
I'm on a chair. It's not.
Oh, yeah, because you always move your chair squeaks. Or mute your chair squeaks.
No, but I mean, like before I would fart on the bed. But now I have a desk now. And my chair's wood. So I had to mute this time. But I still moved. All right. It's the beer. Play my Metroid, not everything else. Let's just assume it's a game. And that's cool, man.
Yeah, they're being so cryptic. I don't know. Like, even his thing is, thank you so much. What an incredible honor to have voiced an icon of gaming. Not like... My reading is awful right now, so it just sucks. Moving on. What did I want to talk about? I don't remember.
I did watch Space Jam with my daughter on Friday.
Okay.
Sorry, the voice acting reminded me of that. Because anyway, so we watched Space Jam, and
it was Groundhog Day, and you were thinking about Bill Murray, and you didn't want to watch a Bill Murray Groundhog Day,
nope.
So you watched.
I wanted to watch Groundhog Day yesterday. Space Jam was on Friday. No, I just wanted to watch something that I want to watch for once. So I'm like, let's watch
Put your
Space
foot down. Okay.
And then
did you get offended because the rabbit's sexy?
No, she did and still does do weird things for me.
Just picking on you.
No, Lola is hot. Like, she's drawn that way, like Jessica Rabbit. They're both rabbits. Huh. But yeah, anyway, so it's a great cartoon, great movie.
She's not
still
a rabbit.
holds up.
She just, her married name is Rabbit.
Gotcha, but still rabbit. You know, they both have, like, if it was like a diagram, one would take,
yeah, okay, yes,
circle.
Okay, all right. I couldn't well actually you. I'm sorry. How dare I even try?
Not when it comes to Looney Tunes, motherfucker. Or hot rabbits. Anyways, the movie holds up.
Okay, sorry. Or hot rabbits. Hi, Luz.
The movie still holds up, and I saw that. I was like, are they making a Space Jam 2? And then I saw a screenshot of LeBron James with Bugs Bunny in the background. So I guess,
They've been talking about this for like ever, but I think it's
but
actually coming out
yeah,
soon.
it's a screenshot of
Yeah.
like actual, you know. And I went on the Space Jam Legacy Twitter account, and it's like, do you like Microsoft? Here's Bugs Bunny playing Xbox, and I'm not fucking kidding. He's playing Xbox. It's like a Microsoft ad, right? And I'm like, wow, Bugs Bunny playing Xbox. What a time to be alive. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Bugs Bunny. So I had to look up his voice actor, and the voice actor of Bugs Bunny is some dude from Canada. I think he's from Toronto.
How about
And I'm like,
that?
good for you, dude. Yeah. But Billy West is still alive. So why not just go to Billy West, who
How-
did the voice of Bugs Bunny after Mel What's-His-Face died? Blank. Anyways, point of the story is Sonic's dead. After this, now this made me very happy, this news. Resident Evil Village launches in May, but it's also coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I don't know what that was just now, but that was my woohoo, but like a manly way of saying it.
You sound like Santa has a hernia or something.
Hemorrhoids.
Or a Metroid.
But yeah, so it is coming to PS4. So there is
What game? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What game?
Resident Evil 8.
Resident Evil 8?
Yeah.
Oh, The Village. Okay. Well, you skipped a story on me.
Did I? I went.
Yeah. Something's a 15th anniversary. We can go back.
Okay. Anyways, I forgot to open it. That's why. Yeah. So it is coming out of PS4, which means I have absolutely no fucking reason to ever get a PS5 because I'm playing the downgraded version of the game. But if I buy a PS5, I might be playing that game anyways because for some reason you can play the old ones on the PS5. Anyways, that's fucking awesome. Because first I was like, no, it's werewolves. It's stupid. I'm not gonna look at it because it's not Resident Evil. I was upset because it's coming to PS5, not PS4. But now it's coming to PS4, and I'm totally stoked, even though I only saw one trailer. It looks fucking awesome. I'm in. Ugh. And people are like, it's first person again. Like, you idiots. The first 3 games were the tank control cameras. The next 3 games were over the shoulder. And the next 3 games are first person. Fucking stupid. Obviously, there's a trend happening.
Obviously.
But yeah, it's coming out to the last gen consoles. And that's, I'm literally happy. And I was like, oh, the demo's out. But the demo's only out on PS5. And I'm like, fuck you. Because the Resident Evil 7 demo scared the hell out of me when that first came out. Welcome to the family. Like,
Did you ever get to try that with the VR?
No, God, no. God, no. No. The closest thing I got to VR was Google headset or whatever the hell it's called, Google Cardboard. And even then it didn't work because my phone was too fat. So it was like half the screen. I'm like, I kind of see it.
So
Feels like I'm on a roller coaster.
is this going to be, are they
Said I
going to
want.
ever use the term 8 with it, even though they've colored like Village with an 8? Like, is this 8?
Yeah, they colored Village with an 8 in it, obviously.
Okay.
That's their thing now. The next 3 games are going to have the numbers in there somewhere. So in Resident Evil 9, it's probably going to be called like Resident Evil 9.
Xylophone. Yeah.
Xylophone with like a silent I at the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. Like, it's another Resident Evil game, and I love all the games. They're all great. I'm gonna fuck them. So good. I hope it's not a little
Fahrenheit. What's Fahrenheit?
short. Hey, Fahrenheit is coming back.
What is it?
Bitch, you never play Fahrenheit? Neither have I. It's a game made by. It's a well-known game. It's redirecting me. Hold on for a second. It was the game by David Cage, one of his first games. The same guy who made like Detroit and Beyond Two Souls and all that jazz.
Heavy Rain.
It's one of his first games that I had on my phone, but it was called something else, also known as Indigo Prophecy. There it is. So Indigo Prophecy was a game.
I've heard of
PC
Indigo
way back
Prophecy.
in the
Didn't
day.
play it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's the same game. So it's called Fahrenheit and Indigo Prophecy. It starts off in a bathroom. You like kill someone, or do you? I don't know. I never played the whole thing. But anyway, so it's coming out to PS4. Now, this game is like super, super hard to find where you can get it on any console before this one. But it's being re-released because the 15th anniversary edition. Now, what this comes with is the game itself. It says naturally in brackets, but I saw some games like the new Mass Effect is gonna come up with this $150 collector set with like the helmet, and then in the brackets it says game not included. What the fuck are you buying? What are you doing? Why would I want the box? Like it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of a game that. Anyways, so games of the game, a specially created case and sleeve, a sticker set, a high quality art book, and a thank you letter written by the team at Quantum Dream that says,
Thank you.
Thanks. No, I have no idea what it says. I just assume it was polite. But yeah, it's a fun little silly game. See, it came out in 2005, so it is an old game, and it's going to be released for $24.99 Ghostbusters price. I don't know what GPP is. It's some sort of currency, or $24.99 euros, or
Euros.
or $49.99.
You can't make fun of Americans anymore, Kevin.
Why? Ghostbuster price is awesome. What is that? What is GPP?
It's like British pound or whatever, isn't it?
British. Now who's
the Great British Pound or whatever?
No, is that really what it's called?
Yeah, I think it's the pound.
Oh, that's adorable.
Let's fucking Google it.
GPP.
Ghostbusters price.
Sure that's sticking with that.
The Great British Pound. What else would it be? Let's find out.
Ghostbusters price. I'm telling you, it's all Twinkies. There's also an interactive sex.
It is the British Pound, but
what does the G stand for? Is it
that's
like
what I'm looking at.
But it has like the N after GameCube, and you're like GCN. That's stupid. It should be NGC. I downloaded a lot of ROMs.
Yeah, what? Well, it wasn't the first thing that came up, so I don't know. So my British pound is right. I don't know.
Right on. That's awesome. Good for you.
Well, how about that? I'm more cultured than
you are. I'm an uncultured swine.
That's right. You know what?
But yeah, so the game's coming out.
Never mind. Let's move on.
It's coming out for PS4. Not PS5. Strange.
Did you see the most exciting thing in the news this week was that GoldenEye 007 GoldenEye was getting remastered for the Xbox 360, and it has been leaked.
Ooh.
Would a GoldenEye remaster interest you?
I played that already. Thank you very much on the Wii, and it was called GoldenEye Remastered. It was with the little blind-headed guy. We spoke about this last time.
I know, but this is different. This is different, Kevin.
And I was like,
just like it's like you can tell. Like I know I could bug Scott if I just don't play along right now.
But it's the original GoldenEye,
right? Fucking don't even try. It is. You're right. It is. You know what? That's what I wanted to talk about. But now I feel like you're patronizing.
Yes. No, it's great, man. That's awesome.
Oh, fuck you, dude. You're the worst.
I'm happy for you.
This is neat, and I hate you for ruining my segment. So, go watch the Modern Vintage Gamers video on the GoldenEye Xbox 360 leak. It's great. The Digital Foundry one is also good. Okay, now we can talk about what games are on sale, Kevin. I'm done talking about the news.
Well, first, Epic Store, the free game that they have is that Dendara Trials of Fear edition game.
I don't remember what the story I wanted to talk about was, but did you see that Epic had said that they had given away like 750 million games or something were claimed? It was something insane last year.
Oh, really? Yeah, I believe that. I've stolen so many games from them.
No, it's not stealing. It's taking advantage of the offer.
Yeah.
But, like,
because
there's a lot of people that did that.
Yeah, I mean, you can give me Batman trilogy for free? Sure.
A lot of people downloaded Battlefront 2, which is awesome. You know, I recommended people go check that out, a little campaign. It was fun. For free. Yeah. For, you know, killing 4 or 5 hours is great.
I gotta get it working. Like, I can't do PC games. I got a desk. Like, I'm moving on up slowly. Listen. Oh, that's right. Then my old, like last week's podcast, you hear like squeaky from my bed. Said a lot of things. Anyways, it's time for some sales. PS4 is having a Critics' Choice sale. Here are some highlights. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. Resident Evil 2 is $15.99. That's the remake of Resident Evil 2. Doom Eternal Standard Edition is $20 or 1979. That's a good year. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is also 1979. I know that you like that game, so I put that on the list. Watch Dogs 2 is $10, and I heard it's a lot better than Watch Dogs 1.
I've heard that too.
There's a scene. Should I? Fuck it. Anyways, there's a scene in Watch Dogs 1 when like you can like go in people's houses and like see them because you're a hacker. And there's this like scene where like a guy's like jerking it, and you don't see him. It's like silhouetted because it's like camera point of view. Like it's all like. Anyways, you just see like the outline of a body. He's like jerking it, and then like his baby cries in the next room. He's like, "Oh fuck!" And everyone's like, "Ew, disgusting." And then like the year later, that became me because like I had a baby and she was in the other room like sleeping, and I like took advantage of like the 10 minutes I had to myself. And then she cried, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just like that scene in Watch Dogs." So it is true, it happens. Borderlands 3 for PS4 and PS5 is 1979. What weird prices? Resident Evil 3 is 1979, but it's a little short.
It's a little short.
A little short. Let's not forget it's a little short. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is also on sale for $10, and I bought this today because Hellblade was one of those games. I'm like, what are you? You look interesting, but what are you? I will buy. And I look at the price like 40. I'm like, I will not buy. But yeah, it's on sale for $10, and I'm like, fuck it. I heard it's a really cool game, so
it's on Game Pass.
Lego Marvel Adventures is $6.99. Do not forget that the game does open up, and you will probably lose interest if you're anything like me. Spider-Man, come here. I'm good. No, we're good. The Mafia Trilogy is $40, which is rad. I think it's rad because they just defined it all. Red Dead Redemption 2 is $29.99, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the 7 you see, is in the bio. I don't remember where. No, it's in the title, Resident Evil.
Yeah, it was in like it's like Resident or the L and Evil or something. Yeah,
they turned the L into like an I. No, you can't just like make shit up like that. So
don't. You're gonna have to for 9, as we just figured out with
exactly
Resident Evil Xylophone.
Well, I'm gonna put that for a thumbnail. I don't know what that would be, but Resident Evil Xylophone. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 bundle is $30.
I heard that they're great.
Go ahead.
I've heard that this remake, it's just great.
Fucking awesome. I'm not as young as I used to be, where like Tony Hawk was the only game I bought that summer and the only game I like 100% of it. Now I'm like, all right, because the game's like 2 minutes. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. I'm Binding of Isaac.
I get that.
And those. What?
I get that. Play what you're into. I get that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know. That's all for sales and news. So, Scott, my laughing little friend, do you remember what your news is?
No. No. I don't.
I can't believe
I thought I would have bet anything it would have came back by now.
You're so like...
It's gone.
I just like that you're like, I got some news. I want to wait for the news. And then news comes, you're like, yes, I'm going to say it. Then I interrupted you. And you're... God. Completely gone. You're so happy for it. You're like, yes, I'm going to save you should have just said it. Look what happens when you save it. You forgot. It's completely gone.
It's gone. In like 3 years, I'll be like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, I got tears in my eyes just because I've had that happen.
It's a fun.
I can't wait to tell him.
It is so fun that happened.
Dude, what's up? I don't remember.
Because I'm wearing a kimono.
Oh shit! I actually have tears.
So what you been playing, man?
Holy shit, man, that's funny. Anyways, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, but not by myself. I'm playing with my daughter.
Nice.
It's super fun. I was playing by myself for a bit, and because as soon as the game came out, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm buying it. I'm not gonna buy the extra extended, the collector's edition, all that, because I'm like, the shipping was like $30, and I can't. The game was 20. I can't pay 35 or 40 for all this. Anyways, so I bought it. I played it, and then my daughter was watching me play it, and I was like, you know what? You can actually play this game. So I gave her the controller, and she didn't suck at it. She understood like the specials. She understood like health and how to revive me when I fall. She understood. It's simple controller. She understood like the jokes and stuff. So we've been playing it, and I won't play the game without her. So like for an hour each day, we'll just play the game, and then my wife joined in. So it was the first time I played Scott Pilgrim with my family. Like all three of us were playing, and I'm just like, this is so. Like I had this game when I was young. And full never mind. But yeah, when I was young, and I didn't play with anybody. And then 3 years later, they came out with the online, and I'm like, well, no one's gonna play this now. But it's fun playing with just people.
Yeah.
And so I introduced my daughter to the beat 'em ups because she had fun. I'm like, oh, you like beat 'em ups? Motherfucker, come over here. So I plugged in my NES Mini, and I'm like, here's River City Ransom. She loved. She hated Double Dragon. I keep forgetting the first Double Dragon does not have two players.
Yeah.
Unless it's 2-player versus. And she's like, that's dumb. It's called Double Dragon. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's that newer game that's like River City Girls or something that you should let her see.
That's right, because every game that we played, she was like, are there no girls? I'm like, no, there isn't. And she's like, why? I'm like, because they suck. Obviously, they're weak. So we played Contra. She liked it as well.
Wow. Well, because of the music. Right.
No, she was good. She got it, right? I'm like, hold down the B button. Oh, you fucking got this shit. Monsters in My Pocket. Ninja Turtles Arcade. We made it to the snow level together. The hell was that? Your mic just turned on by itself. Scott, what's that behind you? Scott, oh, no, I can't hear you. No, I can't. No, you're turning into a chipmunk again.
Okay, so we're back. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, better with friends. Also, you've been playing some games.
Excuse me, sir. I'm not done. I was talking about Ninja Turtles. You never cut someone off when they're talking about the arcade game.
You weren't talking about Ninja Turtles when I could hear you, so all right.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind.
Hey, we're running up against I got a hard cutoff, so if you wanna jerk around and you wanna skip Dumbass's comments,
that's at work. The point is, I introduced my daughter to old school beat 'em ups, and she's good at them.
Yes.
The other game I played was because Biff McScarlet, I keep forgetting his name.
Skylark.
Biff McSkylark put up photos of the original trilogy of the Mario games for Game Boy.
Yeah.
And it's one of those when I see like the cover of Wario Land, I'm like, oh, I must play you. It's like when I see a screenshot of Super Mario 3 or 64, I saw that cartridge and I'm like, oh, I must play you. So I've been playing Super Mario Land 3,
Sweet.
Wario Land for the Game Boy, which is awesome. And I played it a bunch of times, and it's nice to actually play it on the 3DS because you actually see what the fuck is going on in that game. How do you play the Game Boy games? Do you play black and white or the P color?
I like the P color.
Yeah, me too. It's weird, right? I put
I had a P.
Oh, it's too crisp.
Mine was pea green. My Game Boy was so.
Yeah, but I'm gonna find all the treasures hidden.
But I think But to your point, I think I like that contrast better, anyways, than the gray one.
It's too clean. The black and white.
Yeah. There's like
you need that scan line shit.
There's like a grime or something. So
and holy shit, you know how Demez says he's been playing Hades like whenever he can, like when he's awake, sleeping.
Yeah.
Binding of Isaac. I've completed every character. I've completed every challenge, and I am now working through the bullshit. Like I'm like 98% done the game to 100% it.
Okay.
I have like 4 more goals to do, and every minute I can, I'm playing Binding of Isaac. Every minute. Last night, I was playing the ultra hard challenge where you can't replenish your health if you get hit, but I had something called Placenta that automatically generates health every minute. It might automatically generate your health. So I had 1 heart left. I was super powerful, and I was about to fight the boss. So I did something that I haven't done since 1993. I let the switch on when I slept to regenerate that health.
Oh my god.
Little did I know the Switch has a sleep mode that automatically kicks in. But so I was like exactly where I was last night. I was like, fuck. But I left the game on this morning and just like when I was like getting ready for work and all that, and I regenerated my health and I finished that challenge. I haven't done that in a game where you just leave it on because you don't want to fuck anything up since like 1993, where you're like, I have no save files. Mom, don't vacuum around Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm so close to finishing this fucking game. And when I'm done this game, I have 2 other save files, but I'm gonna give this fucking game a break because I want to play something else. But you know when you're so close to the finish line, you're like, I must just fucking do it
Yeah.
and say I did it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm like, I gotta finish it. I'm done. Once I'm done, new games. And then
Kind of how I feel about Cyber Shadow right now. It's so hard I want to quit, but I'm like,
go ahead.
So at the end that I'm like, I gotta push through and keep going.
Yeah.
But it is brutal. It's tough. Good old Cyber Shadow. So I guess I can talk about Cyber Shadow a little bit, and then we'll call it a show. Unless you had,
I'm looking like go on.
okay. So I bought it on Switch, even though it's part of Game Pass.
Ooh, look at you.
I know.
Money bakes
It just feels like it's Ninja Gaiden. I need to play it on Nintendo.
Yeah.
There is a mechanic okay, so you eventually get pretty powerful in the game, but it takes a long time to get powerful. Like, one of my favorite mechanics I just got in Chapter 8, and it's by design. So it's, I'm almost at the end. So the way they've dulled out some of these abilities has been a little slower. It starts very easy. I thought it was maybe a little too easy.
Do you level up?
No, it's more like Metroid
Mega
style,
Man?
where you
Okay.
like get something. Yeah. The dash mechanic, though, there's a dash and a parry that I just cannot. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. I can, if I really focus, I can do it.
Yeah.
But it's just not fluid. It doesn't feel right to me. You have to be walking at, like before the dash can kick in. So there's no like air dashes like you would get in Super Meat Boy.
Yeah.
So there's just, I don't know. Sometimes you can get suffocated by enemies and whatnot. It's fucking hard. At the end of the day, it's like it's unlimited deaths, quick respawns, and I'm still like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm capable.
You're so close.
I
You
know.
have to.
I was at a spot where I'm like, I might stop here, but I did get through it shortly before the podcast. So I'm on Chapter 8. And I gotta say though, the music is a genuine 10 out of 10. Holy crap! It is one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a video game in a long time.
Nice.
It's like right up. It's by the Yacht Club Games. They're the ones that they didn't make the game. Mega Head Studios is who did the game. But they published it. Yeah. But much like the soundtrack for that, this feels so much like Ninja Gaiden and like Mega Man 2, and it feels like it came out in that era. It just feels right. I don't know. It's like,
I gotta check it out. It sounds like my kind of game.
It's hard as fuck. That's the only thing I can say about it. But it's fun. It's good. They keep introducing new enemies. I really like that. They're not reusing a lot of enemies and stuff, so that's nice. Sometimes though, when games do that, you start to run into enemies you really hate, and it can suck the fun out of you. And so far, I haven't really run into that. There's just been some spots where I'm like, this is brutally hard. Like, why is it this hard? Why did you do this?
Yeah.
But if you do get good, you'll get through it without having to cheese it.
I remember the type of enemies you don't like, which are the blobs that like split. Any enemies that split?
Yes.
I remember that for some reason from like one of the older podcasts that you said that you hate those enemies.
You know what?
Every time I see one of those, I'm like, Scott can't stand these.
Hey, dude, and there's this one fucking corner and there were these balls that were splitting. It was driving me insane.
Yeah.
They were so cheap. That's so funny. Yeah, I hate that mechanic. So I don't know. I would highly recommend Cyber Shadow. As Dustin would say, it will. Yes, right. It is. I mean, it's a cyberpunk Ninja Gaiden game, and as Dustin would say, Cyber Shadow will break you off. The way he would describe the second level in The Lion King, it's just like it's hard. I will do it. I gotta get through it, right? The bosses aren't that unfair though and hard, so I've been happy about that.
Do you have like hit points or what?
Yeah,
Health bar.
Yeah, yep. Health bar, hit points. Okay. Some replenishing health. Oh, there's some. They do wonderful homages to the old cutscenes from the Ninja Gaiden on the NES.
This is the best part of that game.
And I did find I found a wall heart, kind of like a Castlevania nod, which is really neat. It's a really fucking cool game. Just hard, and I would recommend people check it out. It's really, really good.
And you also had the other game there too.
What else? Did we shift? Oh yeah, that's right. I played some of my Tetris Effect. I left that off last week's notes. That game's awesome. It's awesome.
It's just Tetris.
It's Tetris,
right?
but it's the most. It's like
pretty looking one.
It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful. But I mean, it's beautiful. Like you've like burst open your third eye, and now you're like on a DMT venture or something like that.
And I heard it's awesome with VR too. I don't know how.
I've heard that too. I would imagine that you have like a floating plane in front of you of the field, and the visuals are just like flying around you. It's awesome. It got this update for Series S and X, so it runs in 4K and it looks just fantastic.
Nice.
So,
who'd have thunk? Tetris all these years they didn't change shit.
It's a perfect game because run
around. But
if someone says what's the best video game that's ever been made, I think that's my answer.
Yeah, it's fair. Anyone can play it and pick it up, and you can fuck
it's
around
still
with
good.
It, but
it's as good today as it was the first time you tried it.
Yep. Even the knockoffs are good.
It's great.
Like I had one of those, not Game & Watch, but like those like portable games that you buy like at the dollar store.
Yeah,
it was like Tetris, but it was just called like bricks, and it was obviously just Tetris, and it worked fine. I played that for hours.
My mom used to have those dreams. She used to play my Game Boy so much. She'd have the Tetris dream. She's one of the people that had that effect. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's called the Tetris Effect. Yeah. The music and visuals are just really stunning.
Do they do like that? Like it does that weird because Tetris 3025.
No, it doesn't do. But in a way, it does. Like it feels like I don't. It just playing Tetris Effect. It's great.
Yeah. Sweet.
So that's gonna be it for what I've been playing. We have some feedback from Demez, and then I think we're gonna call it a show.
Demez has been helping me so much with Binding of Isaac. This is one challenge I had to do without picking up any items or like hearts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he gave me a to put in that doesn't affect the achievement because the game is like nearly impossible to do without that. Where the items disappear in the room after like 3 seconds. So I was like, right on. But I didn't know, like, including powerful items. I'm like, do I want that? Gone. Oh, shit. Should have taken that when I saw it. Oh, I'm so close. I can't wait to finish my.
I'm excited for you to finish it, man. It's
been like 10 years.
It's a big haul, dude.
I could probably do like the second save file now that I actually know how to play the game. I was just playing for shits and giggles before, but I'm like, oh, there's a purpose. Let me get this motherfucker. It'll still take 600
someday.
hours.
I got it. I really, really do want to dig into that. I think I really would like it a lot.
It's so much fun.
Dumbass says Death Stranding is actually the same game as Desert Bus. Wow, think about that.
Yep. Yep. Except Desert Bus had Penn
and Teller?
And Teller, yeah. Paul and Teller. That's his real name there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin, Hades is hell mode for the master, the main mode, or the master and for the Wang is bigger challenge. Good idea to reset and do a normal mode. Normal is hard as hell. Normal is hard. Hell must be nuts.
He's saying hell mode is for those who've mastered Hades.
Yeah.
Remember I played the game with hell mode on?
Yeah.
So I deleted the file.
Good.
Now I have to play from start. So but
good.
I gotta give it a break. I can't go another rogue. No,
I get that, but it's a good game. It is different. It's a more action game. It's hack and slashy versus
it was great. I just can't beat the first boss after something's
you'll fly through it now because you have the mechanics. Yeah. One big hell mode change I read was no invincibility frames or after being hit. Fuck that. It means you straight up just get juggled to death.
Slaughtered. Yeah, I thought that was normal. I was like, this game's hard. How the hell are people making it through?
And then he's got a butt plug joke that I'm not going to read. So thank you very much, Dumbass, for...
Is it about my hemorrhoid? Is it about my Metroid, I mean? Probably. Metroid. No? All right, then. I got to read it after.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be it for the show. I can't wait. I get to edit this one. Yay!
Yay!
I love
I like when you edit it. You do these cute little sound effects and shit.
Yeah.
So I was listening to us when I was looking for my cat, and I was like laughing at my own jokes, like I always do.
Look at
And your fucking nose, man. I must rewound that scene. Like,
I
that
looked
section,
when
like,
when my nose like did that like when it broke loose and did that like balloon like whine.
yeah, I even had my wife listen. I'm like, listen, just listen to this part, and she even laughed. And
what are you gonna do?
like, oh, my fucking nose, man. That's just the way you said it.
Oh boy, that's fun.
That whole episode was like my butt and your nose, because the title was like that was my nose and the Metroid with the butt. I'm very creative that way.
Hey, well, those were probably the best parts of the show, so it's worth highlighting.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's gonna be it for the show. Dumbass, thanks for writing in.
Yeah, boy.
And thanks to Ben Landis and Cubby for letting us use music for our intro and outro. Our RSS feed is available at our website, classicelite.com. Please leave us podcast reviews wherever you listen to the show. We do have affiliate links if you'd like to support the show. Our social media handles are Classic Elite. That's at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on Amazon. That's how you get to our Amazon affiliate links. If you search for Classic Elite, we have a page there. So,
Yeah.
alrighty, everyone. Thank you very much for listening to episode 335 of the Classic Elite podcast, and we will see you maybe next week. Maybe next week for episode 336.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.